I gotta sneeze, guys. I'm trying to start the video. Once you hit the button to go live, you can't stop it. So hopefully I will not sneeze here. But nevertheless, hey, Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe, aka the man of the people. Anytime you got a question regarding this Carolina Panthers team, I'm here to support you, help get those questions answered. And we're going to go through it today, giving you the latest injury report, as well as going ahead and talking about the fact that Trevin Wallace will be starting for the first time in his short NFL career. We're only week 5, but he's getting the start as a rookie out of Kentucky, and had some feedback from coaches about that today and what can we expect to see from Trevin. So let's go ahead and get started with this injury report list, which is a longer list than usual. It is, I said it was long yesterday. It's gotten even longer today, and we're going to go ahead and walk you through it all. So let's go ahead and do that starting right now. So here we go. I'll read them kind of quickly here. What's going on, Max Franco from Dallas, Texas? So yeah, I used to ask, hey, where are you guys from? I haven't done it in a while. So since Franco came on and said so, I'm going to go ahead and encourage you guys to tell me where you are tuning in from today. So Max Franco, he's from Dallas, Texas, Forest City Kitty. He's here. Keep pounding. What's going on? Let's go ahead and rock through these injuries. Josie Jewell dealing with the hamstring. He did not practice again today. Shaq Thompson, he is out again. They have not officially placed Shaq on IR for some reason. I don't know. So until they do that, he's going to be on the injury report. I really foresee that happening before this game this weekend up in Chicago. Jadeveon Clowney was back at practice today after resting yesterday. Deontay, he was limited in practice today, dealing with that ankle injury. Coaches expect him to play this Sunday. You also have Troy Hill and Ashawn Robinson, both had rest days, back at it today, full practice. Outside linebacker Charles Harris, dealing with that shoulder, was still limited today, as well as Robert Hunt, dealing with his hip, was limited today. And Damian Lewis, dealing with the elbow, he was limited. Those injuries to that offensive line can make you first go, oh my goodness, what's going on? They've been playing so well lately, but coaches feel good about those guys returning to action this Sunday against the Chicago Bears. What's going on, Shaqued? You're back. Yeah, I never leave. You guys say I'm back. Like, I don't think I've missed a day this season, keeping you all up to date about this Panthers team. I know that's been my mission, but nevertheless, good to see you, Shaqued. I'm going to touch on Shaqued's comment there in just a second. Damian Lewis, he is dealing with the elbow injury, limited in practice. The Nick Scott, this doesn't look right. That's not right. That's not right. Let's get that off the screen. I did not do that right. So you're going to see me looking over here because I'm going to be looking at a different screen. I don't want to take up your time by creating another graphic, but it looks like I did something incorrectly. So I'm going to read to you again. I'm going to be looking up because I'm looking at another screen to read the rest of the injury report to you all. Damian Lewis was limited in practice today with his elbow. Nick Scott limited in practice with a shoulder. Shy Tuttle limited in practice with a foot. Lonnie Johnson limited in practice with a hip. Yeah, lots and lots of nagging injuries. But I still feel good about this Chicago Bears game, and I'm going to strongly encourage you to tune in Sunday pregame when I'll be live in Chicago to break down all the news to get you ready to watch this game and answer any questions that you all may have. But I still feel good about it despite this long list of injuries that have to go down here. Andrew Rhyme, he went from limited in practice to did not practice. So he actually took a step back. Ian Thomas and Dane Jackson both recently reactivated, designated to return. They were both limited in practice today. And, I'm sorry. So Andrew has a concussion. That's why he went to being a DNP today. Andrew, the backup center, he had a concussion, so that's why he is now DNP. Miles Sanders, sick, did not practice. Jalen Coker with a foot, did not practice. Tommy Tremble with a knee, did not practice. Taylor Moton getting rest. So a slew of injuries that the Carolina Panthers are dealing with right now, all over the place, offensive side, defensive side. A lot of these guys you expect to play, but there's still question marks on. So just wanted to get that out to you. So the big one, Shaq Thompson, again, though he was listed on the injury report, he is obviously out for the season. And that means that Trevin Wallace is going to be up next. So coaches today spent some time letting us know what we could expect and what their thoughts are on Trevin Wallace.
He works, he gets better. And since we've had him, he has not taken a day off. And I mean, like, mentally, physically, emotionally, he's been here. He's been into it. And he's gotten better, and that's what you've seen. And what we've done with him to have so many different roles, playing some on the ball linebacker, playing some nickel, now playing inside linebacker. Obviously, he's been doing a lot of different things, and it's very rare to see a rookie have that much aptitude and be able to handle all those different roles. And so he's done a great job, and I think his teammates really respect that, and they value him because of all the things that he does and how he prepares.
All right, so that was defensive coordinator Ivero speaking on Trevin Wallace. Next up, we got the linebackers coach Peter Hansen, who is going to also share his thoughts on one Trevin Wallace.
I think the biggest challenge is the one play at a time aspect of things, and I think when I talked about demeanor, I think that's one of his strengths, to where when he comes off the field, we could talk about what he just saw, and he has really good recall there. I've been proud of the whole room for that, but when he goes back out on the field, it's a fresh new down, it's a fresh new series of downs. So one, it's a challenge, and two, it's something that he's proven to be good at so far. Being in a whole game, hopefully it carries over. But we're very confident in his ability to execute the biggest challenge, which is wiping the slate clean each play.
So I'm looking forward to seeing Trevin play. I feel like he's been a good draft pick ever since we've gotten him. Remember early on talking to him, and coaches were saying that, at least Dave Canales was saying that Trevin's good. He just wants to see him play faster. And I had an interview with Trevin one-on-one where he told me, like, yeah, I know I'm going a little slow. And I think ever since he was able to get over the hump with that he's been the player that, these coaches are very, very excited about. So I'm looking forward to Trevin this weekend. Now, he is new at this position. Not new at this position, new in the league, playing this Mike position where he has to control a lot of things. And so Peter Hansen also spoke about one of the things that he feels is most important for Trevin to have success this weekend.
So we started with, on Monday, talking about alignments. And even though they've done a good job with alignments throughout practice, throughout training camp, we wanted to bring it back to day one. Let's align. If you can align, half your job, more than half your job really is done. So that's really been the focus of keeping things simple for these guys.
So get those guys lined up front, Trevin. We know the calls, but get them boys lined up front so we can stop the run, get pressure on the quarterback for a sack, things like that. So those are your updates for today, Thursday, October the 3rd. We'll continue to, tomorrow will be the final injury report update heading into the weekend versus the Chicago Bears, so stay tuned for that. Let me go ahead and touch on a few comments before we get out of here. Forest City Kitty hopes to see Lewis back in action on Sunday. Everything looks good for D-Lou to be back in action on Sunday. And my guy Antonio McClanahan, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in as always. So that'll be your, oh, nope, I have one more. Shaq Thompson is aiming to do miraculous comeback and play again this season. That is not officially reported. That is the wishes of one Shaked, a great member, loyal viewer for the channel. No plans for him to do that. No plans for him certainly to retire. But I think at his age, he's going to go ahead, even though Aaron Rodgers was older and he was fighting to get back. A little bit different at that quarterback position than the linebacker position that Shaq Thompson plays as the middle linebacker. But thank you for the comments. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll continue to bring you coverage about this Carolina Panthers team. Let me know what you think or expect of Trevin Wallace this Sunday. Leave it in the comments. I'll get to them, make sure I touch on them all. Chris Jenkins reporting for Charlotte Vibe, covering the Carolina Panthers.